All right, welcome everyone to our health Zoom today. We're so excited to share some stories with you, to share our love of Plexus and what in the heck that is and what it means. My name is Leah Carlson. Most of you know me. I know there's a few that don't, but it's so glad and I feel so blessed to know most of you. I just want to share my story really quick. I started Plexus 4.5 years ago. I was pregnant at the time. I was 36 weeks pregnant, so, super uncomfortable. But a lot of the stuff that I was struggling with at the time, I struggled with before I was pregnant. So I was not sleeping well, like insomnia. I had a hard time, falling asleep quick. I was up at 3 a.m. every night, just like my heart would be racing. And that was like the bare minimum of my health issues. And honestly, I thought I was doing okay, but they just kept piling on. So I struggled with eczema. I struggled with energy, of course. I struggled with severe anxiety, but I honestly didn't even know that that's what it was. I thought that it was just this, mom thing. I'm just worried all the time. That's just a mom thing. I also struggled with sciatic pain. I struggled with severe foot pain. And then also yeast issues. I had rashes and not fun. Eczema is related to yeast also, and I just thought it's just my body. I'm just getting older, I probably could eat healthier, but I was just craving sugar all the time. And I just didn't really understand what was happening in my body. So my friend Emily started posting about Plexus like incessantly. And I was like kind of annoyed at first, but I followed her, I scrolled by for a while and then I started reading the stories. They just started to come alive to me, like people who I could relate to. And so I finally reached out after like 3 months of following her posts. And I said, okay, fine. Like, what in the world is this stuff? How could it help with so many different things? And so she explained it to me, and she basically, we'll go into more of this, but she's like, it's 3 things, like blood sugar, gut health, and inflammation. And when you do get to the root of those 3 things, like your body can work how it's supposed to work. And so after I started it, not a lot of people have this quick of results, but mine was like after 10 days, I started sleeping deeply. My energy was up. And remember, I was super pregnant. My sciatic pain went away. My foot pain went away. I seriously would jump out of bed in the morning, and that's hard to do when you're 36 weeks pregnant. And so it just felt like a miracle to me. And I just didn't know what in the world was going on. So I researched it a little bit more, and it made so much sense. Like the science behind it made so much sense. And so I started sharing, and the health stories that started coming in from my friends has been a blessing. And I just feel like it's my calling, honestly. I feel like I'm here to help people get better and to live their fullest life. So we are going to briefly discuss what Plexus is all about. We have 3 branches of Plexus, basically. Like our products fall into 3 branches, and so it's not going to be all me. I'm gonna hand the mic over to some people, my amazing team, and you're gonna hear their stories, and then at the end we can have some questions. So I am going to turn the time over to Rebecca Flores, who is going to discuss the first and really our main focus of Plexus, which is gut health.
Hello, I'm so happy to be here. I literally came screaming in from the pool with my kids. So one of the reasons I love this job, I can just hop on and share my passion after being at the pool with my kids all morning. So yeah, let me tell you a little bit about my story, and then I'll tell you about the gut health products that have made such a difference in my life. So I was somebody who was very low energy. I always just said I was the type of person that just had I just didn't have any energy. I just was low energy, low metabolism. I was often bloated and uncomfortable. I would wake up in the middle of the night with horrible digestive issues. I had seasonal allergies and food allergies, mainly dairy. I had a dairy allergy, a lactose intolerance. My throat would close up. I could feel my throat closing up if I ate ice cream. And I stopped drinking milk totally in my 20s after growing up on it. And if I did have dairy, I would have horrible digestive issues 2 or 3 hours later. And then I realized later on, after I started taking Plexus, that I was also constipated. I did not realize that it wasn't normal to read 4 chapters of my book in the bathroom while trying to go to the bathroom. Like, that's not normal. And I didn't know that. I just thought that was normal, that I just thought that I didn't have an issue. And it wasn't until I became regular that I realized, oh, I had a major problem. There was something going on. And those are just some of the issues that were happening in my body. There were many more that I didn't even realize would be addressed when I started taking Plexus. And so here's when I started doing the research after I started feeling better, here is what I found out. So Plexus has a triplex system that is so simple and easy, that balances your gut, balances your main hormone, which is the insulin. It gives you a solid foundation to build for all of your health issues. And that is what I definitely found for me. So this is the Slim, the pink drink, the famous pink drink. It's called Slim. And this is the blood sugar balancer. And combined with 2 other gut health issues, this is like the 3 foundational products for gut health. And so the other 2 products are BioCleanse and ProBio. And I'm going to explain a little bit about these. So these 2 products focus on not only putting the good probiotics in, but the key to all of this is taking the bad stuff and getting it out of your body. And that is why I think the probiotic is so key in Plexus, is that it has an antifungal in it that goes in and removes the bad stuff to make room for the good probiotics that you want in your gut. And without that balance, you continue to struggle, which is why a lot of people take a very expensive probiotic and don't really feel a difference. Well, it's because you're trying to put that good stuff in, but the bad stuff is still crowding out the good stuff. And so you have to have that combination to get that good mix, to have that good balance. Gut health is related to your mood, your weight, your skin, your digestion, your cravings, your immunity, your absorption of nutrients, and so much more. And so that's why Slim is paired with this, because not only do you want to get that gut in order, but you want to balance that blood sugar and that master hormone, the insulin. And so this leads to more restful sleep, less cravings, a healthier, more manageable appetite, sustained all day non-caffeinated energy, which is definitely what I found. I remember on day 10, I did not crash after lunch in the afternoon, and I was able to put my daughter to bed at 7:30 at night without falling asleep with her, and that was a game changer for me. I felt like I had my life back. It's such a simple system. I take these 2 in the morning, right when I wake up, and I take this one at night right before I go to bed. I needed something super easy that just seamlessly went into my life, and that is one of the things that I really love about it. One of the things that I'm super excited about also is the kids line that we have. So there is a kids chewable and a drink for kids. This is called the Mega Kids, and this is called X Factor for Kids. These 2 things combined are amazing for kids because they put in this chewable, there is probiotics for the kids. And they just updated this with an additional strain of a probiotic that is clinically proven to support digestive health with relief from diarrhea and constipation, and it supports their intestinal yeast balance of their gut that is growing. And I just love that. And I love the Mega Kids drink. It supports brain and cognitive development. It provides lutein, which is an important nutrient that helps support kids' cognitive function. I really love that. My daughter is going into kindergarten, and I want her brain like operating at its optimal level. And so I'm really confident that this is giving her those nutrients she needs for her brain to be able to develop. And also they have a dietary DHA, which is also associated with cognitive function and behavior in kids. My kids drink this every morning when they wake up, and they take the chewables. They love it. They actually ask for it. They think it's really great. And then the last thing that I want to talk about is kind of something that flies under the radar a little bit in Plexus. It's called Ease. This is our anti-inflammatory. I love this product. It's all natural, easy on the stomach. It doesn't, I actually haven't taken an ibuprofen or an Aleve or a Tylenol in almost 3 years because I take this every day. And this goes in and it has bromelain in it, which is extracted from the pineapple. And what it does is it goes in and eats the protein that is the inflammation in your body. You take it on an empty stomach. I take it at night right before I go to bed, and all night it's working. It slips into your bloodstream and finds the inflammation in your body. I have arthritis in my fingers. Thank you very much, my mother. But the pain in my fingers is gone. I also dislocated my knees in high school numerous times, and I've played tennis most of my adult life. I'm in my 40s, and my knees would creak when I went upstairs. That I would get pretty bad pains in the side of my knees, and that is all gone. I don't have pain in my knees anymore at all, and I say thanks to this. And you know what's interesting and really awesome is Slim also has some anti-inflammatory properties. So for me, taking the Slim and the Ease has really helped with the inflammation in my body. And the last thing that I want to address is something called Nerve. This is a product that goes in and it helps to regenerate those nerves that have been hurt or have died. The Ease goes in and opens up those blood vessels that have died around the nerve, and then the nerve is able to get in there and help regenerate the nerves. Chronic pain is most always a nerve issue. So those two products combined can really help with pain management and helping address those issues in your body that are giving you so much pain. I love and adore these products. They have changed my health for the better and the health of my family, and I have never regretted taking that leap and trying it out. Leah? I think that's all for me.
It's amazing. It's so amazing, like jam-packed. All of that stuff is so good. And I just love starting with that gut health like focus, because that's really what I started with, was the gut health. And we didn't mention like our vitamin. I started with that too. But everything that we talk about is plant-based. There's like no chemicals. Almost all of it. I think all of it is like gluten-free, and like it's all, they do not cut corners. Like it's all very good. No dyes, no anything. So, and I will say really quick that the Ease, that was something I added on like a year after I started, and it like went in and like it made my face look like I lost 30 pounds just in my face. Like there was so much puffiness in my face, and it was crazy. It was so cool. Okay, so really quickly, Miss Sarah is going to share how detoxing, or why detoxing is so important. She's just going to take a minute to do that, because that is what gut health is really about, is getting the bad stuff out and allowing your body to go through that process. So Sarah.
Okay, so how long do I have again? Because I love detox.
You have just say like 5 bullet things of why. I know it's so hard to like condense it, but just like 5 of your favorite things of why detox is so good.
Okay, raise your hand. I can see some of you. Raise your hand if you have an awesome body. Me. I should see everybody raising their hands. Thanks, everybody. Okay, raise your hand if you have any health issues at all: creaky knees, acne, arthritis, constipation, low energy, insomnia, PCOS, asthma, food cravings, low energy. Raise your hand. Do you have any of those? I can see you guys. I want to see you raise those hands. Okay, so these are signs that you need to detox. All right, so I've had a long health journey that started well before Plexus. I've just started Plexus just these past couple weeks. I used to weigh 340 pounds at age 21. I lost 140 through through diet, exercise, and just sheer determination and vision for who I wanted to be instead of what I was. And that path led me to a lot of different things. And I kept finding more and more information. And what I found more is that you really have to maintain the body that you're given. Because why do we need to detox? Because we, in our modern fast-paced life, we have polluted air, we have heavy metal toxins, we've got unhealthy food like fast food, fried food, processed food, packaged food. So to raise your hands if you've ever eaten any of those. I want to see every hand go up, including me. Pretty sure we all have eaten some of those, and probably on a regular basis. You know, and I would like to call myself healthy, but currently I'm overweight and have lots of symptoms, okay? Now, knowledge doesn't necessarily mean that we're applying these things, right? Okay, so here's the problem. When we're introduced to all these things that I just mentioned, these things get stuck in our system somewhere. That McDonald's hamburger that you ate a year ago might still be sitting in your intestines. And this is the cold hard like truth of it, okay? Because our bodies have a really hard time digesting what is not made from Mother Nature. And as much as I love vegetables, I also still like some processed food. I will tell you that I've gotten over a lot of processed food. I haven't drank soda in like 8 years. I really don't buy lots of cookies and candy. I mean, occasionally but anyways, nonetheless, don't, forget about all that. I still eat it, okay? So it's still getting stuck because our bodies have a hard time processing that because it wasn't what was created by Mother Nature. And you know what? You're perfect and you're just fine because guess what? Heavenly Father gave us these awesome bodies, and even though we sometimes put things in them that are not good, we actually have complete power to get it moving and out of our system. There are so many ways to detox your body. Oh, by the way, I should mention too, just to like increase this knowledge power, that when we eat these processed foods and inhale these pollutants and things like that, chemicals and such like that, they actually get stuck in mucus linings and get stuck in our digestive tract, including our small and large intestines. They get sent then into the bloodstream, which then affects every organ. Your liver is one of the biggest detoxing organs you have in your body, and it needs a rest. It needs a rest. Our whole bodies need a rest. That's why Heavenly Father told us to sleep, and that's why we call it breakfast, right? We break the fast. Fasting is so important. It gives our bodies the needed rest it needs. We need to maintain these awesome gifts that we have. I love my body. I think it's so cool. And even though I've kind of wreaked havoc on it throughout my life, I still love that I can get it out of that. So it gets stuck in a thick lining in our bloodstream, our tissues. Y'all, we have toxins on a cellular level. I'm not even kidding. If you go and look up the research, it's there. That's why the ease works with inflammation, or any other thing that's anti-inflammatory works with inflammation. It literally eats up the inflamedness of the cells on a cellular level. Okay, I get super excited about this if you couldn't tell. So how does this affect your organs and your health? Let's try to make this quick. So if it gets to your skin, we call it acne, psoriasis, things like that, right? If these toxins get sent to your intestines, we call it constipation, Crohn's disease, irritable bowel syndrome, okay, right? If it gets to your lungs, it causes asthma, and all the things that are associated with that, right? If it gets to your heart, and if you get a coagulation in your heart, then we have all these heart diseases. Okay, you get the idea. Enough of all that. Let's talk about how to get them out. Okay, so here's how our body is so amazing. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, as much as I love the Plexus products, and it is a super awesome regimen, for years I've been buying products, probiotics, anti-inflammatories, plant-based everything, because I was super paranoid about chemicals. I've been buying all this stuff for years, but I didn't know how to use it all in one regimen, and Plexus has put it together in one regimen, and it truly is amazing, and you will see results. But let's talk about the things you can do for free. So here's my little freebie for y'all, because who doesn't love freebies? So there's several ways you can detox. I will tell you the main roads of detoxing, and that is number one, your skin. Number 2, your waist. Obviously, there's number 1 and number 2. We don't need to go in more detail there. Number 3 is actually we can detox through our bloodstream. And the way we do that, actually, there's a way you can do that through the tongue. It's called oil pulling, if you've ever heard of that. You swish oil in your mouth for 10 or 15 minutes, and it literally acts like a magnet for toxins in your bloodstream, because your tongue, this is like Ayurvedic stuff. This is like old medicine stuff. So your tongue is connected to your small intestines, your kidneys, your heart, and your lungs. And so oil pulling can literally pull toxins out of the bloodstream. Super cool. Who knew that? Okay, also through sleep, we detox. So through sleep, our organs and our body gets that much needed rest, and it starts purging things. So it does trash service while we're sleeping. So anyway, so as you can see, and also another way is that you massage or move your body. That's another way to detox. It literally manipulates the muscles to where it can release things manually, if that makes sense. So if you've ever been to a massage therapist, they tell you to drink water after, and that's to flush what you've just manually removed. There's so many ways. Eating vegetables actually scrubs the fiber in vegetables, scrubs your intestinal lining. That's my son. Come here. So
thank you.
So there we have it.
Sarah. Seriously, no, I love all of your suggestions, because, detoxing is so important. And I don't mean to cut you off at all. Like, I just thought maybe you needed to hug your son for a sec. But like, detoxing is so important, and gut health requires that. And so she's like serious about detox, and she's such an expert. So if you ever wonder about it, like, reach out to her, because that's who I reach out to when I'm detoxing. Like, I went through a big detox at the beginning, and then every once in a while, if I eat something that's awful, I'll go through a little detox again. Okay, so we want to hear from Shannon next. Hers says Angel, but her name is Shannon. She is an angel. She's going to share with us quickly about our skincare system. And then Debbie, hers says distinct real estate. She is my husband's aunt, and she's my aunt too, and she's amazing. And so she's going to share her story about her experience with the products real quick. So Shannon.
Hi, everybody. Okay, so I'm going to talk to you about our skincare. I will skip over my story because we have so much to get to today, but basically my story is Rebecca's story. We are like soul sisters, somehow connected, and everything she talked about that she went through before Plexus that has also gotten better after is the same for me. So we'll just leave it at that. But I'm going to talk about our skin system, and so I'll tell you a little bit about my skin story, because that is different. So I wasn't ever really consistent with caring for my skin like I should have when I was younger. And my ancestry is primarily English and Irish and German. So I get these really lovely reddish tints to my skin quite often. The more I smile, and of course, if I exercise or I'm out in the sun or anything, like my face turns red really quickly. But also my mom had rosacea, and I was starting to see the beginnings of that. My skin tone was just kind of red all the time, like really ruddy red looking, and just very uneven skin tone. And I had started to notice just recently in the last few years that my skin was actually rough to the touch, like it was not soft. And that was a new change that I was not real happy to discover. And so I had started thinking, maybe I need to start taking my skincare a little bit more seriously, and was starting to look into, finding some good products. I really like easy systems. I don't like to fill my cabinet with a million products. I like quick, I like easy. And right about that time is when Plexus came out with Joyome. So perfect timing for me. So our Joyome system is a cruelty-free, consciously clean skincare system that is just amazing. It's endorsed by holistic skin doctors, and it's just a 2-step system. So what I love about it is they don't contain any harmful additives that a lot of skincare does. We follow the European guidelines for the products that we allow or don't allow in our skincare, which I love that. And these products are just 2 steps, a morning serum and an evening serum. Super easy, super quick. It takes the place of all the other things you might have in your cabinet. So I don't use a separate eye cream, pore minimizer, wrinkle minimizer, moisturizer, toner, none of that. It's just one morning, one night. You wash your face with whatever cleanser you use. I personally have a microfiber cloth with silver in it that I use. So you wash your face, you apply either the morning or the night serum, and then you go on about your day. If you're going to be out in the sun, add some SPF to it. That's it. So what these products do is they are engineered to balance the microbiome of your skin. So our gut health company has extended to our skin microbiome. So I love that. When your microbiome is balanced, you look younger, your skin looks smoother, healthier. You start to lose fine lines, blemishes, pore size goes down. It's just amazing. So it's just like in our body, how you have to detox or rebalance what has gotten out of whack. It's the same for your skin. And there are specific bacteria that can be on your skin that is what aids in causing the wrinkles, the dryness, stuff like that. So these help return that balance, which I love. And I love that it's a simple system, just 2 things that fits me perfectly. If you notice, I'm not all fancy made up or anything. So that is my style, a little mascara, a little lip gloss, my Joyome, and I'm good to go. In addition to our skincare, most people like to pair it with our new collagen complex. This is one of Plexus's newer products, and which I really love because collagen has kind of become the rage in the last couple of years, and a lot of people were already buying bone broth or collagen. And I know my mother-in-law was making her own bone broth, which I just really admired. So anyway, we have our collagen complex now, which is way easier than making bone broth yourself, by the way. And so this stuff is really great because it's super easy to blend in with, with anything that you're going to eat or drink. You can put it in your coffee, you can put it in your pink drink, which is what I do. It's got a neutral flavor. So the important thing about collagen is it is the building blocks of your skin. I've heard it described as like the mattress. If your skin is like the top of the mattress, the collagen is the springs. So as we lose collagen, which your body starts to produce less and less after the age of 21, every year it goes down by approximately 1% after the age of 21. And so your body is producing less and less collagen. That is why it's most common to see people's skin start to sag and show wrinkles as you age. And that is because you're losing your springs in your mattress. So this helps make your skin more plump again, more full, lose the wrinkles and thinness, sagginess, I guess, that skin can get as you get older. And there are some amazing before and after pictures that you can see on Facebook, or just search, Plexus collagen. It's amazing. So those are the main points, I think. I didn't mention, but our collagen also includes important ingredients like ceramides, biotin, superfoods, vitamin E, and vitamin C, which helps increase absorption. So your body is using more of what you're taking in. And I think that is basically it. I will say that most people are known to see results in as little as 15 days, visible results with these products. They work pretty quick, and they're really amazing. So I love that I can go out and not worry about makeup anymore. A couple of years ago, I wouldn't have been caught dead out in public or on a public viewing area like this without doing a full face of makeup. And so just to be able to have that confidence and to feel comfortable in my own skin and not be so worried about, how uneven my skin tone is or how rough it looks. I mean, that's huge to be able to have that confidence and feel good about yourself without makeup and stuff. So I love it.
Thank you, Shannon. Yes, I love the simplicity and I love that it just incorporates that microbiome. So we want to hear from Debbie next, her story about using some of these products.
Okay. Hello. Sorry about the tag on there. I didn't even realize that. I'm so used to seeing it because most of my meetings have to do with real estate. I just want to say I'm 66 years old, and these products for me have reversed so much damage that has occurred over the years. I can say that I'm getting real excited. I haven't started using the serums yet because I had other products, and I'm also really tightwad, so I use them up before I start something new. So I'm getting ready. In fact, I'm just going to throw out what's left of what's there because I'm very excited about that. I've noticed such an amazing change since we just added collagen to our smoothies every morning. And I was getting like these really gross age spots. I had one like up here that they actually burned off. And thank you. And I went to see a dermatologist about it because it was getting really gross. I mean, they're moving like on my back and then all wrapping around my chest, and they're just icky. I don't want to wear sleeveless or backless or anything because they're just icky. They're going away, you guys. They're almost gone. I mean, they're tiny, tiny. And I couldn't be happier about that. And my lines in my face aren't as prominent as they used to be. And I think my general health is much, much better. Looking forward to doing some of this stuff you guys are talking about. It's real exciting. And I'm just like, yeah, I have that. Yeah, I have that. I don't know where you guys are, but I'm in Colorado, and my voice is a little yucky because we have a lot of forest fire smoke in the air. And because of where we're situated with the mountains, it just sort of sits here. And we have red warnings every day about our air. So I'm looking forward to checking out that detox thing for my lungs because it's obviously a problem because I have asthma because of it. I don't have asthma any other time of the year but during fire season. So
yeah, I love being able to hear each other's stories because you can relate to a lot of them, right, Debbie? And I love Debbie, like she's using collagen. That's what she's using. And she's already seeing so many great things,
I've used the other things like, Leah knows that I had H. pylori, and it took me, over a year to completely kick it. I just got my last scope and they say it's gone and I don't have any more of the antibodies or anything. So good. Very, very painful thing to go through. And I was using the BioCleanse and the, what's the other one?
Probio 5.
No, the probiotics. Yeah. And you guys, it really helped so much.
Yes, it's
Fire
amazing.
breathing.
It just really does help so much.
Oh yeah. I mean, and I love Sarah, your whole amazement with your body, because I am too. Even when things go wrong, I want to know everything about it because it's really cool.
Yeah.
I'm battling trigger finger right now, and it's very painful and it's new. Yay.
So much fun. I love
But
those.
I'm learning, it's all about inflammation. That one is. So
Yeah, I know.
yeah, excited.
It's crazy, huh? Yeah. Thank you so much for coming on here and sharing, Debbie. I love seeing your face.
Thank you. Back at
Yeah.
you.
Okay, I'm gonna really quickly just share a few tools that we have for weight loss. That's our third, and I know we're going over, so I apologize, but just really quick, so I started with Triplex and X Factor, like I said, but I've been able to add on some things, and some of my favorites to help with weight loss are the lean protein shakes. They're amazing. They're all natural. These ones have whey, so they do have some dairy, but they are RBGH free, and they also support digestive health. And they taste so good, you guys. They do not taste like a nasty protein shake that you get from the store. And we also have a vegan vanilla also. So if you wanted to go that next step, these are good. I have these right now. I'm doing like really strict 2 shakes a day, and I eat a big lunch, like a really healthy big lunch, and I'm seeing really good results right now. And the other 2 that I love are MetaBurn and Balance. So Balance is like more focused on even more blood sugar balance and focusing on carbs. So it goes in, and like if you have a big carb meal or if you ate extra carbs, it goes in and kind of like freezes them so that they don't turn into sugars and fats. Not all of them, like 40% of them, but it's so helpful with that. And I've been taking this every day. The other one is MetaBurn. This one has some energy boosting. So we have 2 things that have actual caffeine in them, and it's all natural too, but it's MetaBurn and Active. And so this one helps with mood also. It's called MetaBurn, so it helps your metabolism speed up as well. So that is just a really great tool to support weight loss. And then the Active is an energy drink, a clean energy drink. It's really good for before a workout or after a workout. I do it before. I do it just a half of one before a workout, and it's actually a vasodilator. So it like helps your body produce nitric oxide, I believe I'm saying that right. I'm not like a scientist, y'all. I'm not good with all the ingredients, but I just know I love it. And so this one, I honestly feel like when I work out, I can breathe easier. Like it just helps get the oxygen to your blood. And so those, like, I am still on my weight loss journey, you guys. I haven't lost all my weight. I've been doing it for 4 years. I have lost a good amount of weight, and I'm, continuing working on my thoughts around food. I mean, it's not just about cravings, it's about your thought management and all that stuff too. So it's amazing. And this company started out as a breast health company and then went straight to weight loss and blood sugar balance. And so it's like, and gut health right after that. And so it's all kind of holistic health. And I just love our mission. So, how do you choose? There's so many good products, right? How do you choose? Well, when I started looking, like, I recommend everyone start with the Triplex, honestly, because that will get you to the root issue of your gut, and that is going to help everything else. And then you can add on stuff as like supportive tools later. Like I started for a whole year by myself, and then I had, like, my husband started the first month, and he's like, I'm not going to do it anymore until you make enough to buy for both of us, and so then he joined back in later. But now I can afford all of my products, all of my husband's, all of my kids, and extras too. Like I just feel so blessed to be able to buy all of this stuff with my Plexus income. But I would suggest starting with the Triplex, and there are welcome packs. So, we have welcome packs that are bigger. So if you want like a family welcome pack, those are all $1.99. So there's different ones. There's a weight loss one. There's family one. You get to choose. There's a skincare one. And then there's smaller ones that are $99. And so they're all 1 month supplies. And sorry, I'm trying to gather my thoughts, but you get to sign on as a wholesale ambassador, which means you can share it if you want to, but you don't have to. You don't get any fees, but you get the best price. So that's honestly how I sign everyone up, because I don't want them to have to pay the customer price. It's quite a bit more. And if you're just wanting to try one of the products, like maybe just a probiotic, you would sign up as a customer. But most people need more than just one tool. They need the system that will help their bodies feel better. And right now is the best time to join, because we have membership for $10, which is normally $40. And then we also have a 10% discount on the welcome packs. So it's just a great time to join. The other thing is we have a great referral bonus program. So when I started, I was like, I can't really afford this. Like, this was kind of expensive for me. And so I instantly started sharing, and I was able to get my products paid for right away. If you have 3 friends join with you, you can make $305 like this month. And so it's very generous. They really just want to get the word out to help people with their health and help people with their finances. So, if anyone has any questions, I'm gonna stop the recording in just a second, and then we can stay on and answer any questions. But I really urge you to contact the person that invited you to this meeting, or they'll be following up with you, and just ask them, what combo should I start with? I'm struggling with this, this, and this. What do you think I should focus on first? And we can help you and help you decide which products are best. So I just want to thank you all for coming on and sharing. I'm so thankful for each one of you. And I'm going to stop the recording, but we will continue to discuss, but feel free to leave if you need to.